Hi, welcome back to channel FIFA Mobile. Alright, today I'm going to share with you how to clear both challenges, and of course I packed the players for what if as well. And this challenge, I think the tough one is the semi-finals skill game, but as I said many times in my videos, always attack the top two and then the bottom two. In terms of the top two, you're going to swipe above the goalpost, whereas for this one in the center, you're going to swipe to touch the 5,000 points area, and bottom two, you only strike when the yellow obstacles hits the center. Alright, so in short, that's how you clear that skill game. I'll come to it again, I think later on when we go to the next challenge, there'll be another similar semi-final skill games as well. This is a tough one. I didn't expect it to be so tough as usual. EA is doing their magic to make sure you fail terribly. So in the Real Madrid match itself, in the finals of the UCL, you got to try sometimes 2 times or even 3 times to get it through. But what I'm trying to share, more importantly, is do not get near the whites itself. So make sure your players are far away from those wearing whites in order to score. So and also in order for the AI to just make the ball in possession of the whites. So make sure you do that, alright? So make sure you have a gap between yourself and the whites. Do not get too close, otherwise the AI magic will appear to snatch away your ball without you knowing. So that's really how unrealistic it is, but nonetheless, that's the way to go. Just make sure there's a good gap. Make sure when there's opportunity to try to score as many times as you could, because most of the time you'll be blocked either by the referee to say that, oh, it's offside, or by the of course the famous goalkeeper that catch everything, or the famous defenders that blocks everything. So just keep on trying. Probably you try 5 to 6 times, you score once at least. So most of the time you try to maneuver your players by good dribbling, ball control. It works in a way, but once it ends, always ended with the defender deflecting the ball out of the course. All right, so here we are trying to stop this, but again, you see how ridiculous it is. It is almost impossible for a human to do it, but that's how the system can trick you in losing, and eventually, hopefully, that's what they are hoping for. You spend real money. So never fall for that trick. All right. So you can see, try my best here to do ball control, but again, it just get deflected. We'll try our best again to try again and again until the AI gives up. All right, so here we go. All right, again, it's blocked. Let's try again. Okay, so you can see how fast it deflects. I'm going to do the same likewise. All right, so let's try it one more time. You can see it get deflected again by the goalpost. It's ridiculous, right? Don't you think so? But nonetheless, we're going to give it a go. Alright, so just don't be confused by this. What if it doesn't have no relationship to the earlier challenge itself? It's just that once you complete certain number of wins and whatnot, you have completed the good number of quests. That's why you managed to claim that 15 number of quests. That's why you can claim that player. Alright, so now let's go on to TOTS. TOTS itself, the matches are not so challenging as compared to Real Madrid final match we saw just now in the UCL. It's so much easier, so I will not go through in depth in terms of this match itself. The first match is really easy, so I'll fast forward this until towards the ending itself. Now it's about 50 odd minutes, definitely no problem in holding this. So I managed to score another one in between, and we've promoted to round 2 right now. So very quickly, let's enter the round 2, which is a simple skill game. You'll definitely be able to do this. The dreadful one is the round 4, which is a semi-final skill game. I'll come to that later on. But before that, let's head on to meet the opponent. Who is it? Of course, let's check it out. All right, so this is the one Union. So this Union gives you opportunity to change your subs at the first instance, and then immediately it enters into the second half of it. All right, so again, try your best, avoid the whites. Getting too close is the only way to do so. Their speed in catching up with you is really ridiculous, but nonetheless, just give it a shot. The way it has been handled is definitely not in a human human way. Is totally AI. So you can see how best they are at in terms of deflecting every single attempt to try to score a goal again. Nonetheless, don't give up. Just make sure you keep on trying. Like I mentioned, a couple of goals, at least one will go in. All right. So just give it a shot. Keep on trying. Maybe like 5 tries, you get one goal. So in that context, just keep on going and passing around, and make sure you have that good gap between yourself and the whites, and try again and again. So you can see how ridiculous again. It is the way it is, but nonetheless, we're going to keep on trying. Keep on pushing, and make sure you use your second defender's opportunity to block the attempt of the offensive attackers from the whites. Whenever there's a throw in, you got to see where they throw in and your position, and quickly switch it over, and that's how I do it. All right, so we have got that winning goal, and I think definitely no issue with that couple of minutes left. Definitely we'll do it this time around. We're going to block every single attempt. Just make sure you check it out where they throw in, and be there for the ball. All right, so that's it. That's the end of this third round, and we are entering into the dreadful semi-final again. Let's share with you one more time. Hit the top two by sliding your fingers above the goalpost. The red dot must be on the target. That's how you do it, and then the left bottom two, left and the right bottom, always make sure the yellow touch the center before you strike. Okay, so the top is you touch the 5,000 points area, and the last one is simple, just strike across. It's perfect. All right, seems like we have a good opponent. Probably a Vietnamese, and I'm very worried about Vietnamese players because they are really good. Nonetheless, I think more importantly, try your best. The fact that the fans are not high, or the cups are not high, is a good opportunity to win this. But nonetheless, we just be caution here. Again, same apply. Do not get too close in these terms. Do not get too close to the rates. All right, so avoid the rates if possible. Try to create a gap, and if not, try to run along the lines at the end of the field, so that eventually, even the push, the ball gets into your favor again, because you got to do a throw in. All right, so we have this first goal there, and very quickly we're going to secure this win for sure. Then we hopefully get a good player, but nonetheless, more importantly is how to secure this goal at the remaining about 65 minutes. My choice is definitely doing a run. So this is not the normal. It should have already captured the ball in possession of my strikers, but sometimes, AI is helping the opponent. Nonetheless, just keep on going. All right, so in that way, we got one returned. Right, so throw in, always try to deflect in that context, whereby distract the player by sending your player out, assuming that's the player you're going to throw in with, but you throw the other way around. So that's a way to do a throw in. Lastly, let's have another 45 minutes. When you remember to do defending, you got to do the second striker. All right, so I'm just trying to waste some time here to pass around, so that eventually the up. Oh my God, AI is in doubt again. How would how would that happen? So what I'm trying to do initially was to create a gap in the center, so we can pass it upwards, whereby the attackers are all rushing towards you. There will be a good gap in the center. Always, this is one of the trick to do in the H2H. Try to attract the opponent strikers coming towards you, so that all the attackers are leaving, including the midfielders, are leaving from the center. So in that case, you can pass on towards the huge gap in the center, and this is what I meant. I wanted to pass forward, so you could basically do another attack itself, but sometimes it depends on luck as well, as of course skill of the opponent. They know what you're doing. So for this, always have two defenders blocking. We're really lucky there. We could have lost that equalizer at the moment, but lucky no. So always try to deflect away. Defenders are really important. Always use two of them. In that context, there will be a good chance of scoring and blocking a scorer. So attackers are trying their best here, but there's no chance here. All right, so that's the end of the win, and we are good to go to see what we're going to get very quickly. Which player we're going to get from the rewards of this H2H win. So I'm really happy we managed to win this, and let's check out the price. All right, so it's a 106. All right, thank you for watching. Do like and subscribe. Goodbye.